So today we've got something that, since I'm kind of a new channel, actually, a new channel, um, I plan on doing this for a while. I'm having fun. I wanted to do this song. This is something very near and dear to me. And I'm doing it now while I can because in the future, hopefully, maybe one day I'll get paid to review songs. Maybe not. Either way, till then, I get to do what I want. I get to cover whatever songs I want. I've been covering a lot of harder stuff lately, and this one's not quite as hard. This one's gonna be meant for a lot more people, um, and this one is very, very near and dear to my heart. Um, so I discovered Too Close to Touch. And this is why I always tell people, one of the reasons, but the main reasons. Um, if you like a band and you like them enough, go see them. If they come near you, so I know sometimes they go in cycles. So follow your bands on social media. They'll keep you up to date, trust me. Follow them on all platforms, whoever your favorite band is, all of your bands, what have you. Um, this is one of those situations where in the past, I never went to a lot of shows, and it was because of this band right here and the story that I'm about to tell you guys. And yes, I'm gonna do a little bit of talking because I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try not to pause it whenever I play the video. And I'll get into all that here in a minute. But um, I have never. Okay. Whew. So I like a different mix of music, mostly harder stuff. And one of the I can't call it softer bands, but um, this band right here, Too Close to Touch, to touch my heart. So let me give you guys a little bit of back history here. So I think it was 2010. I'm not going to give a whole bunch of backstory, but I'll give you some because a lot of reactors on here, there's some popular ones that got a bunch of views. There's some that are like me, didn't get a lot of views. I don't care if two of you guys watch this, great, cool. If it goes viral, cool. Um, I, I I do reactions typically on songs that I don't know, like I've never heard before. Even songs that I have been given before their release dates, I sit on them until a couple of days before I record it, and then I set it to release on a certain day, a certain time, whatever time the band wants me to do it. This one's been out for a while. I want to say this one came out in 2016, I believe, this album. And, okay, so long story short, Keaton Pierce was the vocalist for Too Close to Touch. In about, I believe it was 2010, him and the majority of the band uh, kind of got together, and long story short, somebody, I believe it was Thomas, that came from Arizona, moved to Kentucky. He was looking for bands. They brought him up. Blah blah blah. Long story short, band formed. Band was originally called Cascades. They formed in 2010. I believe it was. I may have my dates wrong. Don't kill me if I get my dates wrong. There's a lot of dates here in the story that I'm about to tell you. So they formed this band called Cascades in give or take 2010. Um, and then so during this time frame, Keaton, he's got some other brothers and sisters. If you guys want to go learn more about them, feel free. I don't, I'm not trying to spread other people's business and stuff. I'm trying to stick to the topic here. Keaton's parents. Um, so there was this little girl in China born, Eiley Joy, that was born, I believe, in 2012. And then in 2013, she was adopted um, by Keaton's parents. And a year, it took the whole process. I'd imagine, I don't know anything about the adoption process, but I'm sure it's a long process. And apparently, it is a long process. Um, it took them a little over a year, or let's just say a year, to so in 2014 they bring this beautiful little girl home. Fell in love with her. I've read the obituary. It was a good obituary. Um, so I'm not gonna put a whole lot out there, but basically this family had a year with this beautiful little girl, and she unfortunately passed away. I'm giving you the story because I even saw a reviewer that I've seen reviewers that had no idea, that thought maybe Eiley was a lover, that the relationship was lost, or didn't know a lot about the backstory. I'm giving you guys the backstory. About Keaton's parents adopting this girl. So born 2012, 2013, the Pierce family found this beautiful little girl. 2014 was they would bring her home from China. They had a year with her before she passed. She passed at the age of 3. Um, and that was in, I believe, 2015. 2016, Cascades changes to Too Close to Touch. Um, and history was made there, and Too Close to Touch is near and dear to my heart. Like any other band, not every song is my favorite, but there are a lot of emotions, a lot of good memories that I've made with the music of this band, included in my life. And um, there are very there's a small number, only a few. There's a million good vocalists. Even a good friend of Keaton Pierce, Noah Sebastian from Bad Omens. I just did a video not long ago. Novocaine. He attributes a lot of his newer singing style to Keaton Pierce, who had a bit of a different style. And if you guys know nothing of the band, you're about to hear it. And this is the extreme version of Keaton Pierce. This is the most raw performance that you're ever going to hear ever. If this is your first time hearing it, if you've heard the song like me, I can't even count how many times I've heard the song. I'm going into this knowing this song, and I cannot promise you, as a grown ass man, I cannot promise you I will not cry. I've put off doing this. I've wanted to do this reaction, but I know the song. I know it like it's the song is a part of me. And now I have a little daughter that's 4 years old, and a lot of this is near and dear to my heart. Even before my daughter, I was simply amazed at the song, and now having a 4-year-old daughter, rest in peace, this beautiful little girl. She was apparently the most. She was such an amazing little girl. I knew nothing of her, but I've I've done my history because the story is touching. And that was not a pun. I'm not trying to be funny right here. The story itself is very touching. And a lot of people that have done this reaction have not educated themselves going into this, which is fine. I'm not knocking it. I'm not talking crap or anything like that. I'm just saying a song like this deserves for someone to do the research, um, hell, I didn't even have to do the research. I just knew because being a fan of this band. Um, yes, I've been going on. I'm about to play the song. Trust me, because I wanted to give this backstory. So this little girl dies in 2015, and a year later, I believe, 2016, the band released this album and the song. So there is a part. Um, uh, I'll look at the screen and I'll point when, because I want to try to do this as a one play, no touch. Try to talk as little as possible during the actual song itself. There's a part of it that give or take three quarters of the way through the song that apparently while recording Keaton broke. He just broke. And apparently during the recording he was sobbing, lost his crap. Um, and as I'm to understand, he wanted to re-record, and the band said, "Oh no, 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 we're gonna keep that." Apparently, he was sobbing during this performance when it talks to like his parents losing this child. Like I said, it gets so you'll know you'll know. Trust me, you will know. And he he is one of a couple of different artists that in my life have I truly like have made me cry. The other one, Chester Benningfield, um, because you don't. There's a lot of amazing vocalists out there. A lot, like a lot. Let's hell. Let's talk about Dayseeker. There's a lot of a million and 17 different examples I can give you. Let's talk about Dayseeker. Holy hell. But anyways, Keaton and Chester were not necessarily the best vocalists uh, technically, um, but they were the best at, and you're about to find out, they were the best at being able to make you cry. Like to, not to make you cry, to make you feel the story, to make you to understand what it is they're feeling. And there's a lot of people, it's up to interpretation because this is just my aspect, because a lot of people could feel that same way about other people, other bands, other vocalists. I'm not just saying they're specific, I'm just saying this is for me. um, but Keaton was not the most technically sound, and he was very good, very good. mm. But in this song right here, I dare you to find a song that is sung with more emotion than Eiley. So he wrote this. It's not a made up story. This is a true story. This is how he feel. He put his feelings out there. He put his soul into this song. This world deserves to know this song. I've talked long enough. I'm about to play. I just wanted you guys to know a little bit of the history of the song. Um, they have the band themselves. They did a little thing with Bad Omens not long ago, and then they said, you know what, we're not going to replace Keaton. That's it. Go on, do different things. And I respect that. I feel like that was the best choice because there's no replacing Keaton. Keaton was a true loss, a true loss. And you guys are about to find out why. So I'm not gonna say anything after this. When the song is done, I'm gonna hit stop. Um, again, I'm telling you, go see your bands, go visit them, go follow them, go buy the music, go to the shows, because, like me, I never got a chance to see them live, and that hurts my it hurts my heart. So I want you guys to understand. Mm, you're about to understand. Um, Again, I don't make any promises that I'm not going to cry on this one, so I'm just trying to reel it in here. All right, so I've given you the history. Please enjoy.
How can you say this was all part of your plan? Start explaining, crafted from hope. In hospital bed, she's gone. And honestly, you say I tell to come and choose the one I love most. Until it's not okay with the one I hold close. You was mine. You can't deny. 3 years is too quick to die. Take me instead. You loved. I only get to my worthless to the world. You're innocent and pure. God, why didn't you choose me over her? Tell me she's listening as I search for signs of why I'm standing left with this hole that 6 feet of dark can't fill. So why don't you just let me in the eyes, say you straight to my face? What type of mandate to come from our place? You was mine. You can't deny. 3 years is too quick to die. Take me instead. You loved. I only get to my worthless to the world. You're innocent and pure. God, why didn't you choose me? Take me instead. You loved. I only get to my worthless to the world. You're innocent and pure. God, why didn't you choose me over?
Hi.
So answer me, how am I supposed to deal with this?
Part where it
Why
breaks
did
down
she
is coming
die
up.
when I'm the one deserving it? And what the hell am I to tell my little sisters? To ease their tears when they tell me that they